Tonight, a Columbus family pleading for information in the murder of their 18-year-old loved one. The young man was shot and killed on the city's east side back in October. Now, at this point, still not many clues in the case. Jeff Reddick is live on the east side tonight. And Jeff, why has this case been so hard to crack? All right, it's official. In just 2 days, we'll be able to watch OSU taking on the Washington Huskies. It's been 29 days since we last saw the Bucs play, and the anticipation is growing as we wait for the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. And that's where we find the football Fever's Clay Hall today. He's at the Rose Bowl waiting for the kickoff on New Year's Day. And Clay, I must say, that is a picturesque scene. Caught in the act, the hunt is on tonight for crooks caught on camera threatening to shoot up a local business. Steve Levine has more on the big mistake they made that could land them behind bars pretty soon.
All the time.
That's right. But this one officer in South Carolina found himself in quite the situation when he had to round up lost sheep. Let's just say things did not work out too smoothly. Take a look. We've had crews covering the area since early this morning from Westerville to Columbus and everywhere in between. Communities have been digging out from snow and ice. ODOT and road crews doing all they can to ensure that communities are safe.
Now suspended.
Mount Carmel says that 34 patients died under his care over the past several years. We have team coverage of this developing story tonight. Luann Stoya. Investigators tell us the driver may have been under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Wade's daughter calling on that driver to turn himself in. Happening right now, just in time for the dangerous cold weather ahead. Chillicothe is setting up its first ever cold weather shelter tonight. Jeff Reddick is live in Ross County for us tonight. And Jeff, those preps are already underway. State troopers are cracking down on drivers breaking the law this holiday weekend. They'll be out and about as you get ready to celebrate the new year, and they're reminding drivers to slow down and be safe. Columbus police need your help tonight finding a missing 15-year-old girl. Detectives say Joanna Hernandez has been missing since June 23rd. Continuing coverage tonight, the search is over for a man accused of killing his own mother in Gahanna. Police say Linda Perry was stabbed to death just 2 days before Christmas. The Columbus Foundation is celebrating their 75th anniversary by giving to the community. Joe Sam takes us along for a ride they like to call the Big Explorer. Just 3 days away from the Rose Bowl, OSU getting ready to take on Washington. As business picks up in Pasadena, reporters got a chance to quiz quarterback Dwayne Haskins and new head coach Ryan Day. The Football Fever's Clay Hall has all the latest from Los Angeles. On tonight, it's almost like losing a family member. Residents and city leaders in Westerville coming together today to honor Police Chief Joe Morbitzer. And of course, as Rachel just said, people throughout the area are dealing with some brutal temps tonight. We're continuing our team coverage in Hilliard tonight. Jeff Reddick talked with a team from Columbia Gas. And Jeff, how much heat are people expected to be using tonight? You know, this is a pretty serious situation, Bob and Stacia, and one that a lot of people may not even know about. A new medical study published just this week says the constant need for likes and love on social media could possibly lead to depression. From Instagram,
I follow a lot of celebrities
to Twitter.
I'm kind of interested in what they're up to too.
Snapchat and Facebook.
I mostly follow like friends and family.
One thing's for sure. Searching those social media sites can take up your time.
Entirely too much.
According to researchers, a bit too much space in your head as well.
You get bored, your first instinct is to check your phone. Even if nothing's new, you just like, in case you miss something.
A recent study in the Journal of Applied Biobehavioral Research indicating the constant need for love and attention on social media can actually lead to mental breakdowns and depression in millennials.
That's like not real life at all. Like you share the good moments. You never show anybody like the moments when you're not having like a bad time.
Part of the issue? Users constantly comparing themselves to others. Also, people without a large amount of followers and, of course, not getting those all-important likes.
Everyone on the internet just looks so perfect. Like they all are seemingly living these perfect lives and have perfect bodies and stuff. And I can understand why somebody would get depressed because they'd be like, well, why can't that be me?
Experts say the best way to avoid social media blues, so to speak, is to put more value in the actual interactions you have with family and friends, something those we spoke with say they try to do.
You should be focused on developing real relationships that's not internet-based and actually getting to know someone.
And another thing experts say you should try to remember, don't compare yourself with people you follow on social media because there's a good chance that perfect picture that you see online may not actually be reality. Now, to take a full look at this study for yourself, simply head on over to our website and click this story. Reporting live in studio tonight, Rodney Dunigan, 6 on your side. Are up on a tow truck right now.
It's really frustrating, especially when you're heading out to work in the morning, and you don't expect your tires to be slashed. And
Gabby Warden is none too happy for good reason.
Oh, yeah. This is an expensive bill.
That's her car on the wrecker.
you've got to be a ridiculous type of person to just think that's funny.
Gabby, one of 15 who had their tires slashed overnight.
It's awful. Vandalism. I mean, you know, they're expensive. They're especially nowadays. These tires are 100, 150 a piece. So.
All of it happening here along East 2nd Street in Chillicothe.
That car right there, that brand new truck, he got his tire sliced. I mean, it's just, they went up the whole road.
Anthony Scott out of $400 for replacements. That's on top of missing a day of work.
To me, it's crazy. I mean, it really is.
Local police on high alert, posting this warning on social media. Captain Ron Myers telling us Crime Stoppers even offering cash for information.
It's like, how did somebody not see something? And, the power of social media and, offering rewards and things like that, hopefully, gets people to talk.
At this point, police don't know who or why someone would do something like this. The victims tell me they're out of a lot of money and simply hopeful that the culprit is caught pretty soon.
Some kid might be playing jokes or whatever, but it's not funny because it's costing people money.
Karma will get you.
Reporting in Chillicothe, Rodney Dunigan, 6 on your side. It's a new play on a scam we've seen before. Crooks targeting your credit and debit cards. Investigators across the country sending out a warning about shimming scams.
We do our best to try to catch these thieves. They are harder and harder to catch.
Jonathan Blanton with the Consumer Protection Division of the AG's office says no matter what law enforcement does, criminals always try to stay one step ahead.
They're always looking for that next vulnerability. They've got nothing to do but sit around and find ways to steal and to lie and to commit fraud. And they're pretty darn good at it.
Those new chip-enabled cards were supposed to help eliminate theft and fraud because the cards couldn't be skimmed.
You have a chip, you can slide it.
Shimming is a bit more advanced. Scammers insert a paper-thin device or shim enabled with a chip and flash storage directly into the slot on card readers. The device then copies and saves the information from your credit or debit card. Unlike skimming devices, which are often bulkier, shimming devices are smaller and they can be inserted into card readers at stores, gas station gas pumps, and even ATMs.
We do everything we can to be safe.
Shoppers we spoke with tell us they try to remain alert.
I do. Yeah, I try to.
When I insert it, I try to cover it when I'm entering my PIN. Definitely making sure I'm a distance from anyone behind me.
Blanton stresses another move, keep track of your accounts.
Keeping an eye for those little transactions that seem out of place. It might seem small, but those are the breadcrumbs that can lead you to figure out pretty quickly if your card's been compromised.
As cyber crooks step up their efforts to victimize you, it's important you take steps to keep your money and your accounts safe. Rodney Dunigan, 6 on your side.